is all about experience. It's to feel the adrenaline running through our veins. Like all the things we do that excite us. Whatever world we come from or live in, there are people that are born to succeed. They're called special, to hustle every day for an opportunity of a lifetime. Looking for the challenge to shape our future is something that's in our DNA. A privilege just available for a few. Traders, we see things differently, paying attention to every small detail that would maybe go unnoticed by the common eye. On or by the edge is our playground.
Hey guy, how you doing?
With a constant strive for glory.
Yeah, fucking Biden.
Seeking for a new tomorrow.
I'm in a buys right now, I just entered.
Take back control of your investments.
Hello everyone. Welcome back. 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes, yes.
Awesome. So, President Biden just screwed up everything. The week was going so well. Monday was amazing, 430 pips profit. Today is running about 50 pips profit. And this old fart just messed up everything. But today we have some economic data. Unfortunately, I doubt that it's going to have major impact compared to what's happening between, now the US and Russia. So, as you heard the news, on Sunday evening, President Joe Biden allowed Ukraine to use long-distance missiles made in the US against Russia. And today, the tension has been escalated after President Putin raised the geopolitical tensions. Stock indexes future fell, gold obviously pumped. Wall Street indices fall. Let's have a look on US 30 and NASDAQ. Maybe we have some opportunities over there. NASDAQ didn't drop that much. Dow Jones, on the other hand, it's a big drop right there. So NASDAQ looks like could be saved by the Nvidia earnings tomorrow evening. But I wouldn't bet. Because these war-related news are almost impossible to trade. You have to monitor every single news outlet, Bloomberg, Financial Times, Market Watch, the Telegram channels, and then, maybe then, we have an opportunity to respond. Let's see, oil is definitely going to pump.
I think just mentioning Ukraine and then Russia, and the word nuclear in the same sentence, in the sense of people attacking Russia in Russia, is the only thing driving the narrative at the moment. From my perspective, I've been reading around as much as I can.
Absolutely. Treasury yields, not much. Now this is a guessing game. Could this tension between now many countries, Russia, Ukraine, US, could this escalate any further?
Hopefully not. Hopefully the Trump thing in the background has everybody slightly spooked.
Putin actually said in a press conference a couple of days back he was ready to talk with Trump on the deal negotiation, whatever he was suggesting. So, and
Yeah.
then this suddenly changed everything.
Yeah, I bet that Trump could have ended this whole misery. Even what's his name, Zelensky, he was ready to sit down and talk. I mean, now this is a full-blown war. It's going on for 2 years, 3 years.
I don't want to sound conspiracy theorist, but this is just too like kooky. Like just as the power dynamic shifts from one to another, you get some sort of rushed statement about this kind of massively impacting event. It's pretty weird.
Yeah, unfortunately, President Biden has still 2 months left, a month and a half, because I think Trump will get into power in January, but correct
January
me if I'm
6th.
wrong.
Yeah, third week, I think. 18th, 19th of January.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Biden will cause as many problems as possible.
Yeah, Christmas can be easily cancelled if this escalates any further. The Wall Street Trump can be cancelled.
Like there was saying in Christmas back to home, but now need to say other ways.
Yeah. So as mentioned earlier, we do have some data today. Building permits and housing starts in 23 minutes. And that's it. That's all I can trade today. Or decide to stay awake for the next, I don't know how many hours, and just try to follow up the news between Ukraine, Russia, and the US. And I hate to do it. It's so easy. Like fundamental traders, it's the easiest job in the world. I get up every day, look at the economic calendar. I know exactly at the same time, same data is being released, and just trade it. And now this shit between Russia and US, just making it so difficult. Hamn is asking, war is over, so gold is gonna drop. No, war is just starting now, brother. Unfortunately. And trust me, you don't want to mess with the Russians. So I have no idea why President Biden allowed this to happen. He is definitely an aggressor.
Well, I think Putin not gonna do nothing. Only gonna start killing more civilians. That's all. Because if we gonna use nuke, then possibly China back down, don't support anymore him. Then
Yeah, he's
gonna
going to
collapse.
retaliate. He's gonna retaliate for sure.
Yep. Maybe Iran and North Korea gonna support, and that's all.
That was kind of the worst news story that I heard. It was almost people were saying, "Oh well, Zelensky was trying to shoot down the North Korean troops in Russia," and I read it and I was like, "Oh my God, what am I reading? This is already a world war."
Hey Tomasz, hey everybody.
Hello, Yaro.
How are you?
Just trying to figure out what to do. It's a shit situation. Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Nothing.
for fundamental traders, that's the best, to do nothing. You're correct, 100%. Bankai Banner is asking, any positions in gold, sir? Yes, I was short in gold. It was going absolutely fine. I went to do a breakfast for my family, for my son, and everything was just messed up because Russia retaliated. I mean, Ukraine shot on Russia some long-range missiles, and apparently 5 missiles have been destroyed by Russia. And then President Putin announced that they're ready to escalate further. Russian President Vladimir Putin issued a warning to the United States earlier Tuesday, lowering the threshold for nuclear strike just days after administration Joe Biden reportedly allowed Ukraine to fire American missiles deep into Russia. Russia now consider a nuclear strike if it or its ally Belarus faced aggression with the use of conventional weapons that created a critical threat to their sovereignty or the territorial integrity.
Basically, your big brother can't get involved. And if it does, then I'm going to get the big guns.
Yeah, the problem is that, nobody wants a nuclear war. Russia definitely don't want. But I hope it's not going to happen.
Well, the Russian has been threatening a lot before the NATO was giving them tank. They was threatening it's gonna be a nuclear war. Nothing happened. Like airplanes, they threatened it's gonna be a nuclear war or something. Nothing happened.
Yeah, but were they attacked?
You mean
Russia?
What? No, they're using the Leopard in Russian soil. So.
Yeah, that's beyond my expertise. Okay, well, gold definitely reached the general bearish trend. It's very close to the trend line. It's 150 pips away. Close to the R1 resistance, Fibonacci 50%. So bringing in technicalities just to easier to understand. We had a bearish trend for the past 2 weeks. Gold diverted so far away from this general trend. Obviously, we made money speculating that it's going to return to this trend. But now that it returned very close to the trend, I need to decide whether I'm gonna go with plan A, i.e. continue shorting gold after that nice 450 pip pump yesterday. But the problem with that is that we have this geopolitical tension between Russia and now the US. So omitting this variable or omitting this factor and focusing on economics, let me just start thinking. We have building permits and house starts today. Now, building permits have increased, housing starts have decreased, but obviously it's almost December, so of course it's going to decrease. So looking at the building permits is relatively higher forecast. Deviation 150,000 or 15,000. It's still within the standard deviation. So the forecast is not significantly big, so it's not that inflationary. So it doesn't give me a reason to start shorting gold.
That was a nice present from Biden, not gonna lie, right now.
Yeah, it's nice to save the world and, be the hero. But the problem is, since the US got involved with this Ukraine invasion, which they have absolutely no authority to do so, maybe they thought that, Russia needs freedom. Ukraine needs freedom as well, but it's not their history, it's not their story. It's not. They have nothing to do with this. So I have no idea why they got involved first place.
I mean, just looking at the 4 hour, Tomas, we're still bearish until another 700 pips. So this would still be bearish, but it's only the news that's holding everything up.
Yep. And New York hasn't opened yet.
Well, USA isn't involved because USA has been if the start begin, they was sending the drones and the airplane was spying in the Russian troops. So they are always been in war. You stick like that.
Yeah, the problem is, I think that when New York opens, they definitely going to react to the escalation of war.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure if there was a precedent in the last 2 years that Ukraine shot deep into Russia. People asking gold buy or sell. No positions right now. So those of you just joined the stream, everything was going so well since Trump got elected. And on Friday, President Joe Biden allowed Ukraine to use long-distance or long-range missiles to attack Russia. And so he lifted the restrictions. And Ukraine today fired, I think, 5 missiles, which was saved, or actually was counterattacked by Russia. But this could escalate very, very easily. Ukraine has struck military targets inside Russia using US-made long-range missiles for the first time since the Biden administration lifted restrictions on their use. So it's 115 kilometers from the Ukrainian border. It's not too deep in Russia, but the air defense system shot down 5 of 6 missiles over the Bryansk region.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was thinking, what is China thinking about this? Are they going to try to figure this out, or that it's not going to escalate any further, or what?
Well, China has never openly got involved in this. They always, in the shadows, in my understanding.
You kind of got to run with the narrative that money rules the world. Everybody wants more of it, and nobody really wants war because it's going to stop the money flow. So I think everyone's going to go as passive as possible. But again, it's like me as a person thinking out here, and then me as a trader trying to assume what's going to happen next. And so I obviously there's going to be a reaction from the market. So
Actually, war is very good. So if you
no, I for money,
it's not just the war itself, but from an economist perspective, every single country which was involved in war had beyond full employment.
we're
because
a
everyone
consumer-based economy though now. So consumption accounts for what, 70% of everything. You take away all the movies, the food, the chips, the cakes, the coffees, and then think that you're going to have a workforce like World War II come in there and build bullets in cold factories. We don't live in that world anymore, unfortunately. That's my view.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna enter into a short position because we had the news: Ukraine attacked Russia. Russia issued a statement that don't bully us, otherwise we're going to use the nukes. So I'm entering into short. Yeah, risking less than £1,000. So people ask me if I have any positions. Yes, there you go. Just enter into short. Going back to Tony. So if you look at Switzerland, during peacetime, the biggest invention they can come up with is the cuckoo clock.
What about the Swiss Army knife? Come on now.
Yeah, it's a bit exaggerated statement, but when I studied economics, one of my lecturers talked about that, how good business is war. Obviously, it's devastating and terrible, but from an economist perspective, everyone is at work because either they're fighting on the front line or making bullets in a factory, and things like this.
That's unfair. The Swiss have got a lot more than cuckoo clocks.
Yeah, the chocolate
dude,
as well.
Exactly.
Come on.
Chocolate.
How you doing, Brad?
I'm very well, thank you, sir. How are you?
I'm afraid Biden. He screwed everything.
Yes, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Hasn't he left the building yet? When does he leave?
January.
Did you see him walking off into the Amazon? Go check that video out, Brad. It's funny as hell, bro.
Mate, there are so many funny videos. The AI has done us a massive service now.
No, it's not even AI. Dude, he
Oh.
he wasn't AI. He went to the Amazon and he gave this talk from there, and people were asking him about this new law that he made. And at the end of his speech, he just turns around and walks into the Amazon.
No
Dude,
way.
This guy's
Dude,
got
it's the
no
funniest
business.
thing.
He's got no business being involved anymore. Piss off.
All right, running in 20 pips profit for now. I've been here today already once. 50 pips profit and then whoosh. Adios. All gone. How is your new job treating you, Brad?
HSBC is the single worst banking experience I've ever had.
I didn't want to ruin for you, but I actually have three friends who work in HSBC still for many years. Every time when I speak to them, all they do is they just complain.
Mate, that place is so disorganized and so out of control.
Well, not for long, because I've heard that managers have to reapply for their jobs.
This is true.
Oh, it's terrible.
There's mass sackings. There's people hiding in the shadows. No one knows where anyone is. It's a mess.
Mate, you haven't seen Santa there.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I've worked 2 big retail banks. Both of them had investment banking arm as well, but the Spanish banks are absolutely screwed. Italians as well. But HSBC, I thought that, they're like really good and big boys and, all that, but no.
No. They got so much money that when the management are failing to control and run their own business lines, they just get more resources and don't give them any guidance or any view or any strategy, and the thing just careers out of control. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. But they seem to still keep making money, so they'll just continue. Thank you for asking.
Anytime.
Where are we now? I've got to ask you.
I like women, and I'm happily married. So
Your
if you want to ask the same, if you want to ask the same thing, I'm married.
When I was on a few days ago, there were some NASDAQ positions that went on. Are they still alive, or where
Yeah.
are you at with those?
Yeah, it's running for 2 weeks now.
Because I put
Exactly
some
2
NASDAQ
weeks.
on a couple of days ago, same time as you, and it's done nothing but go south since.
Yeah,
So-
for 2 days it's been selling off since 21,000. But let me just
Yeah.
show you something. So
Yeah.
obviously, I would strongly advise for people who want to trade NASDAQ or Dow Jones. I would strongly advise, even though this is not financial advice, but this is an advice to wait for New York Open today and wait at least 1 or 2 hours to see how the market is going to react. Because if you look at the futures market, Brad, do you follow the futures market?
I loosely I follow it. Yeah.
So if you trade indices, I highly recommend, and this is an actual recommendation, follow the futures market. Before market open, you can see whether it's down or up, and that is a very good indication of which direction the actual cash equities market is going to go. So before you place a trade today on NASDAQ or Dow Jones, have a look in the futures market and wait for New York to open. Because my best guess that this escalation of war between now US and Russia is not good for stocks and indices. It's 100% not good. War is never a good thing for a stock market. So just judging by the news, I would say Dow Jones is definitely going to go down. NASDAQ, I'm not too sure, but maybe yes, we're going to see some initial drop. How deep? Who knows? But if you look at the bigger picture, it's still looking very bullish.
Yeah.
And tomorrow evening is Nvidia earnings.
Ah, okay.
Nvidia.
Yeah.
Nvidia is everyone loves Nvidia now. Actually, Nvidia replaced Intel in one of the indices. Intel.
Oh, really?
If you grew up, I mean, we old farts, we know Intel Pentium.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. Yeah. That's a long time ago. Thank you for
I had a
highlighting.
P1 and a P2.
Well, all I'm saying is I've got 3 trades on at 0.1 each, and they're $50 in the hole each. I can let them sit and ride them for a week or 2, but I just don't like them.
Well, we can say the same about you, but here you are. Just kidding. We love you. We love you.
These 3 fucking NASDAQ trades, I've got to leave them. Shit. All right. And where's gold now? What's gold doing? 2632. All right. It's not so bad.
That was a nice rejection from weekly range high right there.
On gold or NASDAQ?
On gold.
What was the weekly high?
Right there, where is your stop loss?
Let me just show you. Today high, pre-market high. I don't have the weekly highs. Where's the weekly high? So I'm using Lapel's indicator. That marks the key levels, but I don't have the weekly high.
$26.37 was it? Weekly range high.
26.37.
37, yeah.
Yep. And it's only 150 pips away from the main trend line. So if you look at gold, Gold started selling off at the end of October. Until that, gold created all-time high, new all-time high, day by day, week by week. And for the last 2.5 weeks, gold has been selling off. It sold off on 31st of October, obviously month end. Same usual suspect, profit taking. But then 5th of November, the presidential election came, 5th or 6th, and boom, as Trump got elected, gold was absolutely massacred. 1,000 pip a day meltdown. Obviously because factors like, inflationary policy implementation, if he gets elected. We had inflationary data, which didn't help. What else did we have? Yeah, we had things like this. Rising yields, strengthening dollar. All the factors were against gold. Boom, 1,000 pip a day. That was beautiful 2 weeks, wasn't it? And as I mentioned in my latest video on YouTube, check it out, on short reel, we had a bit of reversal. And gold returned back into the main trend line.
Thomas, data is out.
What's out?
Data. Pulpermünts. It's lower.
Oh, it's out. Okay. Yeah, but, as said, I don't think that it's going to have too much effect on any markets today. It's still well within the standard deviation. Housing starts month on month. Yeah, there's a seasonality effect. Nobody wants to really build a house in December. Of course, it's not true for the whole of America because some parts are sunny and hot. Let's have a look on the open position. Oh, running in 30 pips of profit. How amazing is that?
Yeah, mate, I get sick of hearing about all your pips. Come on.
I do have losses as well, come on.
Yeah, but you don't show them.
Fuck off. That's not true. That's not true.
That's cheeky.
Oh, USD CAD is melting right now.
That's an insult. I'm not showing my losses. I did show one 2 weeks ago. How can you say that?
Well, that's your joke. I was just boomeranging it back to you. That's your joke. Never show them.
Yeah.
A good YouTuber, a good trader never shows them.
Yeah, you know what to do with boomerang. Just shove it up.
Shove it up there.
Yeah, what can I do? It's, sheer luck. I enter into a trade, boom. I tell you a secret. If you're in a trade and if you're running in, if your position, even though your profit is less than your stop loss, go down to a very low time frame, for example, the 1 minute, and try to zoom in as much as possible. So the distance, and also pull the stop loss into break even. So the distance is going to look so much, the profit is going to be going to look so much bigger than it is in reality. It's the same thing as having a girlfriend with very small hands.
Yeah.
Everything just looks bigger.
I used to use that joke in high school. That's 40 years old, that joke.
That was a good one.
I know.
Don't laugh at that joke. That's old.
I can't.
Not as old as you.
There's an Australian comedian called Rodney Roode, and he used to have this song he used to sing on stage, and it was called "I Like Girls That Have Got Small Hands because that makes my dick look big." And he used to sing it and sing it and sing it, and people loved it. However, it is 40 years old.
Oh, party pooper.
Kenya dumping, DXY is dumping.
Oh my god, I should get out of this gold short in 13 pips of profit. 100 and, well, it's not gonna be enough to cover the loss from this morning. Well, at least I can post some profit. Just add a zero.
There was a loss.
Oh, good. Yeah.
There was a loss. No.
Yeah, there was. I thought this is, when I started the stream, the first thing I said, I had the loss. Well, not the first thing, but in one of the first few sentences. because in the morning I shared a short on gold. I entered into gold position, and it was running in 50-50 profit. And then what happened after? I went to make breakfast for my family, and Ukraine started fucking shooting at Russia with US-made missiles. What the hell?
Yeah, that's not good.
And this is what happened. This is why I had a loss. Because these idiots, again, started messing with Russia. I'm not pro-Russian, but, you know, every single time in history, whoever's tried to fuck with Russia, it didn't end very well. And speaking of, you know, I'm Hungarian, so we have a bit of history with Russia, so don't mess with the Russians.
Can it be said that the Ukrainians have done far better in this war against Russia than most people expected?
I can't confirm.
I thought Russia was just going to trounce Ukraine, but Ukraine are still going.
But hold on, are we talking about Ukraine, or was the US doing much better than everyone expected against Russia?
No. The US.
Officially they were not involved, but come on.
It's like the British, it's everyone. I even just see a news article right now, like, and it's so perplexing. UK Foreign Secretary, there is nothing new on UK approval for Ukraine strikes in Russia. Like, what? Why is the UK approving anything for Ukraine? It's all down to the funding. Who's funding it all?
It has to do with whose weapons are being used. The U.S. and the U.K. were not authorizing the Ukraine. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
To use those weapons. Yesterday, Biden authorized Ukraine to use long-range missiles against Russia. And I think that's because he knows that when Trump comes into office, Trump's going to try to negotiate settlement wherever the current front line is, and give that territory to Russia. So before he leaves, he wants to give Ukraine to have as strongest position as possible on the battlefield, so that when Trump comes in, they're negotiating further to the east.
So that means he would. That's a very good explanation. So that means his action of Sunday is actually to help Trump to negotiate a better deal.
Yes, I mean, I think it's understood and inevitable that Trump is going to tell Ukraine, we're pretty much not going to support you anymore, so negotiate a settlement with Russia now. And Biden sees that coming and says, okay, let's give Ukraine as much firepower as possible so that when that happens, they're negotiating from a stronger position.
Joe Biden's a dumbass. How can we live in a world where Trump's the actual guy that's going to stop it?
And ladies and gentlemen, Brett, I'm closing a loss on gold because it just doesn't stop going up.
What, that 306, that 310?
Say it again. Now it's 300. So the more you talk, the more losses I have.
Quick, close it.
Yeah, close. I'm not shorting now.
Well done. Finally, he admits a loss. Finally.
You douche.
Mate, I remember there's been so many blue fucking pips on that open trades EA there. I remember you had like 12 lots of 1,000 pips or more all listed out there a few weeks ago. It was unbelievable.
Still 1,000 pips on gold. Hold on, I have to go out to.
Haters gonna hate.
In a minute. Yeah, but it doesn't matter what I do. He's just coming to trash my life.
No,
thanks, Brad. Thanks, Brad.
Can I ask one other question, just to be crystal clear? In your Alpha FX folders here on Discord, which is the correct folder where you post your trades in the morning? Because there's so many folders in there now. Hello?
Thomas is gone.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, you didn't hear him. He's gonna be away for a couple of minutes.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll go get my lunch then.
I'm going to hold myself. If it stops me.
Sorry, Brad, here I am. So, oh, now Brad is gone.
Yeah, he make lunch or take lunch.
Shiko on YouTube says, Ukraine is not NATO authorized. Ukraine cannot use NATO weapons. USA can approve only itself to use its weapon. What means US declared war to Russia directly.
Russia knowing that Trump is much more of an ally than Biden probably isn't going to escalate any kind of war against the US, knowing that, you know, in a month Trump is going to be there and friendly. And so I think it's a fairly safe bet by Biden.
Or, yeah, it's a good bet from Biden. What if people, you know, Ukraine is going to escalate? So Biden doesn't have to escalate any further because he already authorized Ukraine to use the weapons. What if Ukraine hits Russia so hard that Russia has no other choice to retaliate and start something terrible, something horrible? And World War III, like using nuke, or, you know, there's just the extreme scenario. But what happens? Imagine if they do some.
Yeah, let's say Ukraine fires a long-range missile and it has a direct hit on the Kremlin, for example. Still, what is Russia going to do, knowing that the end of the Ukraine war is around the corner and they're going to get most of their war objectives?
They're going to destroy Ukraine as soon as they hit the Kremlin. I mean, if you know Russian history, if you met with Russians, so they are one of the proudest nations in the entire planet, and if this happens, or if something terrible happens, and they not retaliate, Putin is going to look weak, and he cannot afford to look weak to Russian people. He never looked weak, so they would immediately use nukes.
Wow, I really don't think they would immediately use nukes, and I think that in conventional warfare, they're pretty much giving Ukraine all they've got.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think just from a strategic perspective, if I were Putin, you know, I'd try not to be in the Kremlin when the missile hit, and then just, you know, wait a month, and maybe you get even more of your objectives because you've, you know, been so wronged by having your, you know, it could change the dynamic of the negotiations, definitely.
I do like you, Mike, but man, you got to stop watching The View, dude. You think that
Stop watching what?
The
you got to
View.
stop watching The View. Like
The
honestly,
View.
that is the most. You think that Putin's going to take a direct hit on the Kremlin and just laugh it off? Mate, this is some of the craziest talk I've ever heard. Like just like Tomas said, they're a super proud nation. Any aggression is going to be met with aggression, 100%.
I just don't know what Russia can do except use nuclear weapons. And I think that that's a line that just strategically, why cross that when you're 30 days away from a friend in the White House?
Yeah, but if they keep pissing you off and you have no other choice.
Well, like there would be two scenarios. They will start killing more civilians, and if they're gonna use the nuclear weapons, then USA and I think British should be obligated to start protecting Ukraine, because if the Ukraine was giving away the nuclear weapons in '95, I think there was made the pact where the Russia, Ukraine, USA and British should be protect them if someone use nuclear weapons on the Ukraine.
You know, it was said that at one point the U.S. intelligence had detected that Russia had begun moving tactical nuclear weapons, which was a sign that they were likely moving them to the battlefield to use in Ukraine. And the United States, along with the allies, said, hey, we see you're moving those weapons. You better not use one, or, you know, a series of consequences, which might be we're going to get directly involved in the war if you do. And Russia pulled them back. So there was a point where it looked like Russia was going to use tactical nuclear weapons, and the West stopped him.
Sorry, Mike, Russia complied. Is that what you just said?
Yes.
Right, okay. But it could have just been a bit of buffoonery, you know, moving them out, moving them back. It's just because they know they're being looked at, right?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, I think, you know, you want to have surprise and secrecy. I don't think they would. I mean, I guess that they could be obviously moving them as a provocation. So you're right about that. Yeah.
It's the sort of crap North Korea does as well sometimes. But I guess if you're going to move them, you've got to be prepared to sort of turn them on to some degree, right?
Yeah, I suppose. I think when Russia found, you know, realized that they weren't going to take Kyiv in 1 week, and that they actually started losing ground, they started taking hits on that bridge in Crimea, and it, you know, they were, I don't know, I've heard that they've lost something like 400,000 troops in this battle, and Russia thought we're going to use a tactical nuclear weapon on the battlefield, and you know, spy satellites or whatever detected this, and the U.S. and U.K. and Europe told Russia, you know, put your gun back in the holster or this is going to get really nasty, and Russia complied.
It's
yeah, there's
such a
so many
big
things. So many
you can't
things.
go back from nuclear. Once you do a nuclear, it's a one-way street. Sorry,
Yeah,
Thomas.
it's similar to, you know, once you go black, you never go back, they say.
Oh. just on one last point there, I watched a series on traders, the most successful traders during the Iraq wars and stuff like that, and the theme that ran through it all, and again, somebody on your channel, Samurai something, he mentioned it earlier. It's got nothing to do with like the why around everything. It's the what is happening, and all the people that made the money during all of those wars were just focused on the what. You know, this is what's like just happened, and so I'm betting on this outcome. You know, and it's the same like thing that I'm taking today. What has happened? This has happened, so I'm taking a position, and I have been since I left that message on the group that I'm going along.
True. As soon as Russia entered into Ukraine, we went full long on gold 2 or 3 years ago. Wonderful trades, made loads of money. It's good tactic. But let's discuss now. Let's focus on now. So New York hasn't opened yet. NASDAQ looks like it's going to drop. US 30 looks like it's going to melt. It is already melting. I wouldn't bet on gold, but I think we need a position now. And looking at just the charts and the reaction of markets, I think the stocks are going to drop, but I'm not too sure about gold. I closed my NASDAQ long. Brad, for your information, closed my NAS long.
Thank you, sir.
And you can find the trades in Discord in the channel, Alpha FX Gold Analysis.
Yeah, I was going to ask. Thanks. Analysis, Alpha, XAUUSD analysis. That's where your morning trades get put.
Yeah, the last post is stocks fall as Russia-Ukraine war rattles traders. It's a news article or headline.
Got that. Yeah, thank you.
Well, I need to mention that the rocket, the attack was happening midnight, or was before, or it was Monday late.
Oh, it wasn't. It wasn't this morning. So it was like hours before.
No, it was midnight attack.
Wow, that was.
There is 7 evidence out where the Russians ammo deposits explosion.
So Tomasz, who under analysis, the analysis folder in Alpha FX Discord, who are all these other people? Bargies and Julians and these guys. What are they doing in there?
Just met them on the street. Asked them if they want to post something. No, they're good. Julian actually, he made it to FTMO leaderboard twice. He deposited 15k with 4xc, worked it up in 2 weeks to 75,000, and that is it's verified. Because I know the risk manager at 4xc was like, "Fuck me, if he's going to withdraw, I need to." Oh fuck! So he was, shitting his knees. Pan is a good guy, good analysis, and Botches as well. So all of them had some very good results.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I think I'll focus on yours, to be honest, but we'll see.
NASDAQ short? What do you think?
Yeah, I just put a short on. Yeah. Have a look at that massive candle, that massive 1 hour candle.
I had a short from the morning. Hello, guys.
See you, Gergo. But if you look gold, it seems like gold is run out of steam.
Yes, maybe it can go in sideways. And some later on, if we get some news on the war and so on, it could get a good
let's
support
imagine. Do you think that would Russia retaliate these 5 missiles? They shut down 5 or 6 missiles. Would they retaliate?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, I agree. I agree there would be some sort of retaliation. But again, I think Russia, for the most part, is hitting Ukraine as hard as they can most of the time. So, they might send an extra strong drone strike or something, or an extra strong troop surge. But I don't think Russia has much more conventional muscle left in them.
I'm not so sure about it because of the new nuclear doctrine, which they issued earlier today. And they could retaliate with VMD, mass destruction weapons, and I don't know. I think they will target Kiev. So...
Yeah, I agree that they have, weapons of mass destruction, but conventional muscle power, I think they're tapped out.
Well, they just got 100,000 North Koreans on foot.
Yeah.
Yes, true.
Have you heard all the North Koreans? Apparently, they're fascinated with porn.
Yeah, I'm not so worried about the Koreans, North Koreans.
Right. Airdrop South Korean porn over them.
Like I been hear the North Korean killing the Russians too, because they don't know the direction and they don't know who is the enemy. I mean, like if the Russian or Ukrainian speak, they don't know who is who, so they shooting Russians too. So,
Brad, are you still here?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have
why?
a question.
Why?
You have a question on YouTube
I
from
do.
Araxis UK. He's asking, Brad, what do you think of the alpha community?
Mate, the Alpha community is top draw. The Alpha community is actually the whole fucking reason why I'm still here. Because the guy who runs it, he's a bit loose. He's a bit wobbly. But the community is fully recommended. A+.
A+, thank you so much. Wonderful answer. So basically said I'm an idiot, but he's still in the community because of the community. Wonderful.
That's how I took it.
I wasn't expecting anything else from you, Brad, but thank you. Great answer.
It's like my nana used to say, it's a kiss on one cheek and a slap on the other.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna slap you so hard.
I love that.
No,
I think it's one of the best community.
Tomas is all right.
Totally 100%. It's the best community for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Hi,
Thomas.
Thomas.
I
Don't
learned
really-
so much from the macroeconomics, so if you want to learn about macros and so on, you can do it.
It's actually such a good community that if I had my own live stream, I would stop my live stream to join this live stream.
Yeah.
Oh, that is the best comment I get. Thank you so much.
That's a
But
good. That's a
honestly,
good way
the one thing, I'm a bit of egoistic, prick sometimes. I push you to the limit, asking questions, but that's my job, because most people I see, they lose money every single day. There was one guy on NFP day last year. Gold dropped, I think 500 or 600 pips because NFP was just ridiculously high. And he came to the community. I was like, what happened? I was like, are you fucking serious? NFP just came out, ridiculously high, gold dropped, and you're asking what happened. So I push everyone to the limit that, be alert. But I think community-wise is magical. Like, everyone is helping each other. And I met some very, very good traders. I'm not going to start listing names because the list would be just so fucking long. Some are professional traders in actual finance world, men and women. And I think there is there's very few communities who have this attention to macroeconomics. But maybe it's my lack of knowledge, what's out there, because I haven't signed up to any communities. But the feedback I get is that there is not many communities like this, or educators or finfluencers like me who talk about macroeconomics this much. There are a few, but not too many.
Well, if there was a better one, I'd be over in that group. I wouldn't be in this one.
I take it as a compliment. I try to take it as a compliment, Brett. Thank you. You're an idiot. I know there is one guy who's the one who says like another day, another dollar. Capital Hungry. I know that he's got very good economic knowledge. I did follow him for a while, but he was just so obnoxious that I just stopped following him. Yeah, he was literally hostile.
Yeah, you don't need that. We don't need that. shit.
I'd like to see gold break this this high here at 26.39, but it's having a hard time. We've got about 31 minutes for the New York Open though, so maybe that will happen then.
Yeah.
Gold's at 35 now, right? So
Yes.
did you say 39? Mike, you said at 39.
39, yeah.
Right.
I'm waiting for 50, 52 area. That would ultimately that was my target, my second entry this morning. So if you look back the analysis on Discord, my first entry was God knows, check it out, and the second one was 50, 52. So something like this. There are multiple. So I'm not gonna go into geopolitics because it's almost impossible for me to trade geopolitics unless there's a war breaking out. I know long gold, short stocks. That's it. But when it's escalating, I cannot always properly measure the importance of the escalation. So technically speaking, if you look at the main trend, and if you look at how many confirmations you got at 26.50, between 26.45 to 26.52, that would be my ideal short position if price comes up to this price level. And then just continue selling. Senzo on YouTube is asking best news source for wars, etc. I think it's difficult to say because Telegram is definitely the fastest, but you get so much fake news and crap on Telegram. Financial Times is one of the slowest, I can confirm it. Bloomberg is pretty good. I think Reuters and Bloomberg on the professional side, but non-official and non-professional, Telegram and WhatsApp groups.
I've got no affiliation with them. I've got no affiliation with them, but Financial Juice is a fantastic service.
You did mention that multiple times.
Yeah. It
Also, Prime Market Terminal. Prime Market Terminal is very good. I'm using it, and also Bloomberg Terminal is very good to bring in news.
Bloomberg is definitely the professional. The terminal is good, but the Bloomberg website, it's a different story. It's still fast, but the first news is always on terminal. And you still sharing that terminal with someone, or you get access? TeamViewer?
Yes, exactly, TeamViewer.
But is it just broadcasting? You can't click into Bloomberg terminal, can you?
No, I can't.
Okay, that's okay. So you basically just see. I think I can't remember. Was the first word? Maybe that was first word. When you get the news coming up.
News.
Yeah, I think in 2018 they started first word in Bloomberg terminal. There was literally just a snippet of the news. As soon as something happened, they wrote one or two sentences and they just let it out.
That's what Financial Juice does. So it just cuts all the big headlines into like single lines.
Financial Juice.
Also, Prime Market Terminal is very good. I'm using it every day. They
Prime
have some...
Market Terminal.
Yes, Prime Market Terminal.
Hmm. What is is like a monthly or?
They have a monthly pricing, and you can get a professional license with a yearly plan around
1,500, 1,600.
Yeah, around that. Yes.
Just looking at it now.
They have running a discount right now, I guess.
Yeah, but the monthly is actually No, it's the same price pretty much. A little bit more expensive, but the level of discount is much bigger on the monthly than on the annual. Trade idea generating data.
Yes, so basically they can generate a higher time frame entry point for a selected asset. It's the same like the Fusion Markets does it in a Telegram group. They have some analysts who are sending some trade ideas into Telegram. You can read it in every Sunday night, I guess. Of course, CET time.
Our TradingView is going to start at 70% off Black Friday sale as well in a few days.
Yeah, I switched to monthly because I wasn't expensive. I'm going to definitely use that one. Yeah, they do it every single year. Years ago, when you try to stop your subscription, before you actually cancel it, they ask you a question like, would you accept it at 70% discount? So every single time I was playing with them that when my subscription was about to renew, I cancelled it and I get another 70% discount.
Yeah. Yeah.
For most subscription services, you can just hit up the customer support and say, I want to leave because it's too expensive, and they'll just give you a discount on the spot.
Awesome. Shiko on YouTube, give some analysis or advice for tomorrow GBP CPI news, for example, about GBP Japanese yen. Please, sir. Sir, coming up. So, the interest rate differential between the UK and Japan is still very, very high. The spread is just ridiculously wide. So let's have a look on GBP Japanese yen. Actually, GBP. I need to read up about this a little bit. But what I can say, tomorrow, if CPI comes out inflationary and gold just started dropping.
Look at that. Wow.
What's happening on gold?
Just decided to come on down.
It's time to short.
Yes, baby.
But the problem is it's moving sideways.
I just exited my buys as it just before that melted.
That's what I thought about it, because it should move sideways to prepare for some news. Maybe it can generate some liquidity to the market. And,
okay, let's enter into a short.
And get a direction, yes.
$8 pips of profit. Woohoo! NASDAQ started pulling back.
Yeah.
Okay, some data just came out. No.
I'm gonna hold shorts for this one.
On NASDAQ, the previous weekly low just got mitigated. So maybe it can be a good reversal for today after the market opens. I'm not so sure on the technical side, but that was my...
You mean that channel?
Target. Sorry?
You mean this channel got penetrated? So if you look at this channel, the previous weekly low was here.
Fuck. Yes.
But if you look, usually when price does this, I always enter into a short position. So when it comes lower, because usually these supports ain't holding, but most of the people, they go full long when price reaches, you know, previous weekly lows, for example. But it looks like it did touch the previous weekly low, went a little bit lower and now pulled back, but still, for me, it's a short. On the other hand, the reason why longs would look good is because tomorrow's Nvidia earnings.
Yeah, exactly. I know that. I just thought that because it was my PY for today's market open, and from London Open, I got in a short position. I banked 7R, and this trade could be a 10R for me, but I didn't hold it. I hold it until 7R, and that's it, closed it. And yeah.
Sterling yen, guys. GJ.
What's happening?
Wow. Go, go, go! Go!
That looks exactly the same as the NASDAQ. Exactly as the NASDAQ chart. Same position. Usually at these, usually here, I would just go full long, full short. When I see this pattern. Are you long, Red?
GJ, yeah.
I'm gonna enter into short then. No, honestly, it's not because of you. Well, mostly, but.
Are you shorting gold right now, Tomas?
Yep.
Just a little update there. There's some new announcement. The Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov, Russia's position is that nuclear war won't happen.
Ah, good. Full short on gold.
And it's busy dumping.
Brad forgot his own camera.
Sorry, what?
Don't know, someone said on YouTube you forgot your own camera. Were you picking your nose?
I don't know. I'm too busy making money. I don't care about that.
That was a legendary answer.
I'm too busy making money. Oh my god. That was a good one.
GJ, I just need GJ back to 194.750 and I'm done for the day.
It can easily go up to 195.5 to the pivots.
Yeah, I don't want to hold overnight today. I've got stuff to do.
Well, you don't have to physically hold it. You just, you can go do your thing.
I guess I could put my stop loss at break even. Come on. Get up, you piece of shit.
You talking to me?
That's how I talk to the market too, Brad.
I thought someone was going to say that's how they talk to their partner, but that wouldn't be very nice.
I'm always like, get up there, you rat bastard.
Yeah. Come on,
go, you cunt.
Oh, language. Come on.
Well, seems like GJ wants to go other way.
GJ's coming up. Come on. 194.7 almost. Come on.
Another short on gold? What do you think?
I don't know. Buyers seem to be defending 26.30 here.
I want to see that level get taken out.
I entered into another sell.
You sold again?
Yep.
Yeah. Yes.
Can someone tell me that why on YouTube my screen looks so pale?
The TV in the background of your head doesn't help on your YouTube. You've got some telly on your right-hand side.
Yeah. When I go to... Looks okay. But when I share my screen, the colors are so pale. But in reality, I have nice colors, but when I share it in OBS, it just looks pale. Less vivid.
See, that looks all right on YouTube there. That's all right. All right, come on, just 5 more. Come on, get up. Come on.
Oops, I forgot to click the like button on YouTube. Sorry.
Oh, this it doesn't. Never mind. This people on YouTube don't want to like it. It's only 60 something likes. 84.
Oh, come on, just give me another few.
You sound like a fucking addict at the dealer's house. Just give me a few.
Just give me just one more. Just give me one more hit.
Give me some more. Muhammad Raza, it's not the background light, it's the actual screen that I'm sharing. Screen sharing. Window sharing, so anyway.
Yeah. Let's change that to 194.95. Oh. So what are we doing here? There's no news today. There's just some building permit thing, right?
That's already out, and
already
it had absolutely no impact.
I think just waiting for New York Open here.
Oh,
So
right,
there's
okay.
more. So just more from that same foreign minister. We are convinced that nuclear weapon is a deterrent, and Russian nuclear doctrine doesn't differ from the US's. So, yeah, all smoke and mirrors. Samurai Serbian on your group is a legend.
Samurai Serbian, oh yeah.
Or Serbian Samurai. I'm not too sure which way.
Okay, breaking 2630. That's good.
Come on, Brad, start shouting. Gold
Don't
wants
worry,
to go
Brett.
down.
It's gonna go up. GJ.
It is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah.
It's typical bedroom scenario. Don't worry, it happens to everyone. It's gonna go up.
Give this market some Viagra.
Woo!
All right.
Okay, same scenario as this morning. Gold is running at 40 pips profit, probably 50.
I'm on 73 pips right now. $75, $76. Oh.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Market algorithm. I really like this stream and Sir Thomas analysis. Soon I will join Alpha Fox community. Just accumulating some money. As soon as I get enough to buy a subscription, I will join you. Yeah, do it, brother.
Bro, just join. That's
But
good. Just
if you
join.
have to accumulate money to join, you know, maybe just wait a little bit. You shouldn't trade if you have to accumulate this money.
You're gonna get all the goodies from us.
Just join. Get it done.
I had been watching this community on YouTube for a few months, and one time I decided I'm just going to follow Tomas in a trade. I'm going to front run the news, and bam, I made it about 3 times as much as it costs to join the community. So I said, I'm just going to join.
Wow. And then you lost all of it.
Yeah, and then exactly.
Whoa, look at gold.
Yeah, boy.
Finally, I can post some profit.
I'm taking
for bread.
partials right here.
Just think, because all that war news has been priced in pre-market, and suddenly they come out at market open with a we're not going to do anything statement.
What a coincidence.
I know, right?
Now that's a beautiful candle.
Yeah, it looks like we have established a direction.
Well, that's what I thought in the morning, and then the only thing it was established is my loss.
Yeah. Sorry.
You cunt.
You
Tamás,
like
I have a
people losing
question.
more than you
Come on,
should.
losing another, laughing at another trader's losses is like laughing at a fucking disabled child.
Exactly.
That's harsh. That is
You laugh
fucking
at
nuts.
three-legged dogs, bro.
Mate, this guy he takes so many blue pips every week, you know, giving away 20 or 30 one day won't make any difference.
Yeah, but
It's the
Tamás,
thought
I have
that
a
counts,
question.
right?
What are you thinking about the Dove? Because Nvidia joined the Dow Jones
Mhm.
on November 8th, I guess, and tomorrow will be the earnings.
Yep.
How it can affect the Dow Jones with the war news? And
well, the first thing is, do you know, Gregor, how is the NASDAQ and Dow Jones calculated?
yes,
So one of them is volume, the other one is price weighted average.
Mm.
So you have to compare the market capitalization in one index against others. If the market cap is way bigger than the other companies, then it can definitely move the market. But if it's nowhere near close to the other big players, then it won't have the same effect as, for example, a NASDAQ.
yes. No, I just thought about the defensive stocks. How would they react to this war news and so on? And I had an idea that maybe Dow Jones should reverse and go up.
I think NASDAQ. I would bet more on NASDAQ. First of all, because it's Nvidia, so it's going to have more relevance to the tech stocks. And if you look at NASDAQ, you just mentioned that it pulled back to the previous weekly low.
Yes.
So it's fairly close to the main trend. It could come a little bit lower. So if you look at the screen and using a trend line, which is very simplistic, but if we talk about indices, indices love trend lines. Just look at the NASDAQ or Dow Jones. So what I see possibility on NASDAQ is maybe it's going to pull back a little bit tomorrow prior to Nvidia earnings. Because why not? Usually that's what indices do. Go the opposite direction.
Maybe with the London Open.
Yeah. And then cheering on the news, good earnings, EPS, revenue, stronger AI chips, all what you want.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to create a new all-time high. So that's what I'm waiting for NASDAQ.
And what if Nvidia misses the EPS target?
I don't think they're going to miss it.
Mm-hmm.
The other companies who wants to use AI, some of them, I can't remember what was it. One of them missed it. They can miss it, but I think Nvidia, because that's the centerfold all of these stories. So Nvidia can easily survive on the hype around the AI, but other companies, they have to fucking deliver. Nvidia already delivered. They have the thing that they need in order to give AI, to use AI, but the other companies, to use AI, they need staff, they need developers, they need people to train the language and whatever, technicalities. So for them, it's easier to miss. And they already missed, like Apple just postponed the release of the AI function in their phones. I think it was 2 weeks delay.
Okay.
But that's my personal view.
Yeah, I'm using the same, so I have the same ideas about this. This is why I mentioned that if the price took out the previous week low and generated some liquidity, it could go up. But yeah, with your idea, with the trend line and so on, it makes sense. Yeah. Thank you.
You're absolutely welcome. Those of you who would like to join the Alpha FX community, whoever is watching and considering to join, do it today. I'm sending out the usual discount, not usual, but I'm sending out a discount link if I can find any. Oh, don't we have discount link? How is it possible? Oh, I found it. So I'm sending out the Stripe discount link on YouTube, in the YouTube chat. You can use that one to join the Alpha FX community. Let me just try. Yes, it is working. So, as Mike said, if you pay this amount, you can make back 3 or 4 times with one single trade.
True story.
Do not try that. Especially not with a £200 account.
Yeah.
Okay, we have 4 minutes until New York Open. Very excited to see what's going to happen, since the Kremlin just confirmed, or some defense minister from Russia confirmed, that they're not going to use nuke. The missiles were shot down, or what did they wrote? Missiles were
intercepted.
Yeah, intercepted. Yeah, the air defense system shot down 5 or 6 ATACMS missiles over some region in Russia. I can't pronounce it. And they're not going to use nuke. Also said by the Russian Ministry of Defense. Renadi Dviputra Dior, that's a long name, is asking, where is your TP? Ask your bank account, brother. But my TP always, first TP is always the previous low. So let's say 26.18, 26.19, and then 26.20, and so on and so on. For entries and take profit levels, usually I use price action technical. Just look left on the chart.
When in doubt, zoom out.
During on uncertain days, when uncertainty is very high, maybe just aim for reasonable targets, like 50 pips or 60 pips. If I could catch 50-60 pips every single day, that would be more than enough for me. You don't have to catch always 300 pips and 200 pips.
We know you like 100 pips every day.
Hey Andrew, how you doing, brother?
Not too bad, yourself?
Very good, very good.
Good, good.
You have a comrade, Guy Sharp.
Who's
He's
that?
also looking to enter into the world of banking and finance.
Oh, nice. Very nice. I'm just enjoying holidays at the moment.
Holidays? Fucking November. Jesus Christ. Lazy fuckers.
New York open in 40 seconds.
Ooh. Exciting. Did you get your stop losses ready? You back in New York, Mike?
Yeah, I'm back in New York. Yeah.
Is that an actual view from your window?
This is a green screen, but the view, I have a camera facing out the window in front of me.
But it's the same view.
Yeah.
Insane. And New York is open. Ding ding.
Come on, JJ, go.
Oh, Brett is making money today.
Yeah,
What a surprise, yeah. Well done, Brett.
Feels good. 1 in a million, huh?
Yeah,
One
finally.
chance in a million. Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah, it feels good.
I don't like to have my back to the actual window because it glares on my screen. So that's why I turn it around this way.
Ah.
And it's bad feng shui too, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Just coming in hot, Zelensky urged allies to allow strikes with long-range weapons right now.
What? No, Zelensky, you idiot. Can you repeat? Why did you read that?
Yeah, it's coming from the Bloomberg terminal. Zelensky urged allies to allow strikes with long-range weapons.
Zelensky, what was the second and third word?
Urges.
Uses.
Oh, uses. Urges.
He urges the user.
Urges,
yes.
Yes.
Ah, so it's not an action. It's
That's
just
because- I mean,
Yeah.
this is why, Mike, when
Tempting.
you say that Russia's at its like limits in terms of what it can use, why would Ukraine need to use long-range missiles now? Like,
If they can hit Russian air bases that are currently too far away from the front lines for Ukraine to hit, then those become very strategic targets for them. And weapons depots and things like that. To just make it really hard or harder for Russians to supply their front lines.
yeah, with small North Koreans.
Right. Like someone was saying, who can't visually tell the difference between the Ukrainians and the Russians.
Who was that?
I was.
Yeah, 10%. You little beauty. 6.
Ooh, 50 pips profit on gold. That looks familiar to me. I've been here today.
Yeah, you closed up too early.
Three. Huh?
Right cap to webcam.
Bloody hell, bro. Semiconductor market is nuts, bro. SMCI is 27% up. Just because they got a new auditor and compliance.
Okay. Uh,
That guy sounds South African. Yeah, we do have a few South Africans.
Is duidelijk?
Ja, bro.
oh, let's just close those out.
And now it's pulling back again. What an...
Oh. Oh. Oh, 130.
I think it's about the time to join AlphaFX. Yeah, do it. You can make more friends. Positions running in 20 pips and 37 pips profit. Okay, guys, I'm gonna call it today. The stream is going on for 2 hours now, and we are in the hands of who's the god of war? Hades, because no idea what's gonna happen. Try to focus on any war-related news today, because apparently that's what moves the market. We don't have economic data, we don't have fundamentals. It's all about the war. You know, I thought it's going to be ending, but not anymore. So, thank you so much, guys. Tomorrow, I will write in the morning. We have Nvidia earnings, which is definitely going to take the whole show of the day. See you later.
Thanks, mate. See ya. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Have a nice evening.
Bye.
See you tomorrow morning.
Those of you who'd like to join the Alpha FX community, let me just put full screen. If you would like to join the Alpha FX community, check the YouTube chat, because I just literally dropped a discount link. It's pinned. Let me just pin it to the top. That is the cheapest option to join. It's only going to be more expensive next year. Join the Alpha FX community, morning briefings, if I can wake up in time. You get live stream if there's anything happening in the market, you know, fundamental macroeconomic data, and a happy meal. Thank you so much, guys. This is the Alpha FX.